Hey there, beautiful people. It's Coach Kyndal Ray, aka a walking testimony, mental health advocate, recovery coach, walking across into all four corners of the lower 48 states of America for mental health awareness and recovery to remind you daily that you matter. We do recover. God is good all the time. I have laid out all of my supplies and I'm going to explain that to you. I'm going to explain once again for my newer followers who I am, what I'm doing. I just told y'all, mental health advocate, recovery coach, a walking testimony, walking across America. I've already walked since January 1st, 2022, where I started with my feet in the Atlantic Ocean in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I did 13 states coast to coast to Long Beach, Washington, put my feet in the Pacific Ocean April 12th, 2023 to finish the first coast to coast. April 12th also doubled as my 4-year drug-free date. I will be 6 years drug-free here in like just a couple days, and it's going to be awesome. From there, I walked up to the most northwestern point of Washington called Cape Flattery, and then I walked the entire west coast down to the southwestern point of California, Borderfield State Park, and from there back to Imperial Beach. And right now, we're in Natchitoches, Louisiana. We're already 2,200 miles on the second coast to coast, heading back to Florida to put my feet back in the Atlantic Ocean in Jacksonville Beach. Then I will head down to the bottom, to the Keys, to the southeastern point of the lower 48 states, and the entire east coast up to Lubec, Maine, to the West Quaddy Lighthouse to finish all four corners. And then I'm going to go do 100 miles on each continent in the name of mental health and recovery. Kyndal, what are you doing for mental health and recovery, and how does walking accomplish anything? Well, one of the big things that we have going on is I have these shirts. Here's a couple editions. Each edition is 180 names, 90 on the front, 90 on the back, of beautiful souls that are no longer with us due to mental health and or recovery issues. This banner is the first 10 editions. Sadly enough, we are working on the 17th edition right now. Each shirt has 180 names of beautiful souls, once again, that are no longer with us due to mental health and or recovery issues. Even though they are no longer with us, they are still being remembered and getting that journey of a lifetime, where the 180 specifically stands for taking a 180-degree turn in the opposite direction from those things that are taking the people that we love and care about. I don't just walk because people are losing their lives or because people are struggling. I walk as somebody who has personally tried to take my life twice. I've overdosed. I've been in county jail 11 times, in prison twice. Once again, I'll be 6 years drug-free in just a couple days, and that is the biggest accomplishment of my life. I'm a firm believer that my past does not define me and that there is hope. Sadly enough, so many people will never get to see that opportunity, but we want to let people know that it's a real thing going on, but let our loved ones know that they will never be forgotten and will always be in our hearts. So we have this banner. Every 10 editions, we'll put out another banner of it. But these are the things that I carry, guys, on the journey. We're also fundraising for a nonprofit, Addict to Athlete, focused on mental health, recovery, education, recreation. I don't receive a dime of the donations that go to them. We have over $9,200 raised on a $50,000 goal. So if you ever see a link through any of my pages or any of my bios, please go check them out. Even if you don't feel led to donate, give them a like, a follow, and a share. Please and thank you. Now, let's go through my supplies, guys. That's just a little explanation of what I'm doing. This is the cart that I push across America. Anybody that drives by me or walks by me, I have in big, bold letters, "You matter." That catches a lot of people's attention, guys. I've literally had people stop on the side of the road, cry, tell me that they were going to go end everything that day until they saw that sign, and that was a sign that they needed to be here today. That's why this journey is so important. I don't have all the answers and the solutions, guys. Even though I've overcome something, what might have worked for me might not work for everybody. I'm just out here to spread light, love, kindness, and positivity as somebody who has overcome a lot, and even though I didn't have to. Now, one of the biggest questions I do get asked before we get into the rest of the supplies is my favorite shoes. Altra, A-L-T-R-A. Altra running shoes are my favorite. The style right here is Olympus 6. I love them. I've been through a few pairs of these already. They're amazing, and I will always rock Altra running shoes. So Altra, if y'all ever see this, y'all are the North Face guys, please, I'm always down for a sponsorship or a brand deal so we could take this to the next level, especially as we go do 100 miles on each continent. After this, we're already over 7,700 miles walked, 23 state lines crossed. There has been a couple states that we've crossed the lines in different spots more than once, but we're at 19 different states altogether. Now, how do I keep my stuff, my phones, and everything charged while I'm walking across America? I have this Jackery power station. Sorry, my hands are a little shaky. I got this Jackery power station. I actually have two of these. One of them is actually strapped to my cart up here. Got my other phones. I got bear mace on that cart. I got a knife, hand sanitizer, and some stuff over here. And then everything that goes in the cart is laid out on the bed right now. This is a doggy stroller, but I do not have a dog. So let's get into it, guys. One of the most important things is you've got to stay hygienic and stay clean. I got a nice hygiene kit. I do shower every day. If I'm staying in hotels, I shower twice a day, in the morning and at night. I do stay clean. I keep a pack of snacks and food right there in this backpack right here. I got paper plates and stuff in there as well. Over here, I got my bin of clothes. I don't have a bunch of clothes, but I do got a couple of hoodies, a pair of pants, a few gym shorts, some boxers, a bunch of socks. Got some Gain for whenever I got to wash my laundry. But yeah, I really don't have a bunch of clothes. I got a couple extra shirts, but all my clothes fit in there. And then I got my shower slides, of course. Right here, we got some of the good stuff to keep outside. Somebody just gave me that Impact repellent recently. Somebody gave me that recently because when I stepped into the Louisiana state line right under the state sign, there was a big pile of ants, which stinks. I do get smelly feet. Somebody hooked me up so I could spray that in my boots and shoes. That's going to be awesome. Always wear sunscreen, especially when it's sunny. I do wear contacts, so I got to keep my contacts right. There's the additions of the shirt. I do sell merch, guys. Mental health merch that helps support the journey. And this merch is going to go help me towards going to do 100 miles on each continent. That is going to be a little bit pricier. I'm going to have to put together a little team, and there's going to a lot more going into that. So my merch does help me there. I have these bumper stickers that say hashtag you matter with my logo. I got smaller stickers. The bumper stickers are $5 a piece. The smaller stickers are $2 a piece. And then I got bracelets. They all say hashtag a walking testimony on one side and hashtag you matter on the other side. They're all the same bracelet, just different colors. Donation a piece, whatever you feel led. I got the banner. So I got my laptop as I'm documenting. I'm also writing a book, guys. I got my laptop. I got my Insta360. Got my headphones. Got another phone mount right there. But I do keep a phone mount on my Jackery power station. This one's normally on that one. And it goes right above here so I can live stream my walks throughout the day. Somebody hooked me up and custom made me this Yeti thing. Super, super awesome. Absolutely love it. Says you matter walking across America. I got one of my bracelets on it. Of course, I got my sunglasses. I got all my charging cords and everything in here and for my laptop. I got my business cards too, guys. So check this out. My business cards, they got my logo. They have the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline with my website. They also have all my social media, kind of mentions what I'm doing. That has ways to follow me on all my social media, donation links to Addict to Athlete and other donation links, and a bunch of news stories and stuff through there as well. If I'm ever kayaking or anything, I got that for my phone. This has a couple little tools and things like that, and then a broom that I can sweep out my tent with, but I keep it Ziploc bag because I don't want to get all my other stuff all messy and contaminated. Another selfie stick for my Insta360. Got some paracord. I got a first aid kit, and then here's some more first aid stuff in here, and then like some calf stuff, and I think a pair of scissors. I got some dude wipes and baggies. You never know when you gotta go, and you want to stay fresh when you are on the go. So got these lanterns and headlamps. I got 3 headlamps. I got a pair of gloves. I got a 4-person, 4-season FE active tent. Love it. I got a little stool if I want to sit down somewhere. I got a sleeping bag. I have a shovel. Here's my rain boots. Here's some frog togs, rain gear, and an umbrella. And this is like a 6-inch foot pump up, blow up mat. So I got to use my foot like 300 times and I can pump up a nice 6-inch mat, which is awesome. Every time I hit another 100 miles, I try to hold up this "You Are Enough" sign to mark my mileage, which is awesome. Of course, I got my backpack that keeps my laptop and a couple other things in it, and my notepad. This is just a big bag of bracelets. Most of this stuff fits into this bin, quite a bit of it, so I can actually pack pretty tight. But those are my supplies, guys. I'm always prepared for camping. I got a pillow, I got a blanket, extra hat, I got pretty much everything I need. I have drinks and stuff in the fridge. I always have snacks and supplies. If you see me out and about, guys, please know you do not have to bring me drinks or snacks unless we talk about it and I okay it. And I don't say that to be rude. I love when people offer me stuff. It's just I really can't carry that much, and I try to keep what I need at all times. So it's just I normally would just tell people hey, if you see somebody in need, please pay it forward to them. But it always means the world. Unless we talk about it, I'm hey, yeah, bring me something, then that's one thing. But guys, this is pretty much all the supplies that I pack into this cart as I'm traveling across America. We've been at this journey since January 1st, 2022, only counting the days I walk on the days I walk. Today was supposed to be day 711. I didn't end up getting a ride back to where I left off. Well, after a certain time I did, but I know I needed to do some admin stuff. I got to file my taxes for last year. I got a few other things that I got to catch up on. I am going to be doing a mental health live stream today and a meet and greet later on for anybody that wants to meet me. Guys, once again, we're in Natchitoches, Louisiana. We'll be heading down to Alexandria, then to Opelousas, and then over to Baton Rouge, to Bogalusa. Then we'll go down to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, over to Mobile, Alabama, into the Panhandle of Florida, all the way back to Jacksonville. Then we'll go through Gainesville, down to Tampa, down to the bottom, back over to Miami, down to the bottom, and the entire East Coast up to Maine. Then 100 miles on each continent. I still got a long way to go, guys. So please follow and share this journey. I am a motivational speaker, and I do have some events. There is going to be some pauses coming up on the journey. I'm hoping to start doing more events and that kind of be my career on top of walking across America for mental health awareness and recovery. I am employed as a content creator. Guys, whether I was posting about mental health or whatever I'm posting, I'm a content creator. I'm not out here just trying to make money off of mental health or recovery or anything like that. It doesn't matter what kind of content I was creating, but my main focus is mental health and recovery. As somebody who has overcome so much and just want to spread some light, love, kindness, and positivity in the world, that's why we're out here. So please follow and share the journey, guys. I love y'all. Those are the supplies. Have a great day, everybody. You matter. We do recover. Tomorrow we'll be walking towards Alexandria, Louisiana. Whee!